My name is Andrea Uravitch, and I am a mixed media sculptor, and I am here at my home studio, and I would like to welcome you. Basically, this is in my living room, and it's 2 TV trays with a piece of cardboard on it. And the beauty of it is when we're having company, I can take the whole thing apart. We have a bedroom and a half that has all kinds of materials in it. Because my pieces are made out of so many different things, I have a couple cupboards of wool. I have I make things out of ceramics. Some of the parts of it are ceramics, so I have a kiln in the basement. And so the takeaway is that I just work everywhere. The other thing is that I have this other studio, and so I can go over there and do messy things over there. And it's great to be around other artists too. For about 50 years I've been making animals and insects and incorporating it with flora and fauna. And this is called Trouble in the Garden. And I have these insects that are a little bit bigger than normal. And I also make even larger insects. And my whole idea of this is that I want people to look at these things, and I want you to sort of think about the beauty that goes on with insects and other creatures that are bigger than normal. I've done a lot of fish, and I've done installations of fish. I did a large installation in a metro station in Pittsburgh, and it was an aquarium, and I had like 75 fish in it, and they were all different. There were a lot of catfish, and I've done things with salmon. My husband and I were out in Alaska, and I watched salmon run, and it was really amazing, and it was very inspiring for me. And it made me think about how fragile the ecosystem is, and I really just think it's so important for us to all be stewards of nature. And so this is made with a wire armature, and I use plaster casting, and I wrapped it around, and then I did a layer of fabric on top of that, and then I put handmade paper, and then I painted it. So what I have here is something called Wonderflex, which is this wonderful product that is a piece of canvas that is embedded with a plastic. So when you put it into boiling water, it shapes. It comes in a big sheet. It's fairly expensive. And I cut it out, and then I put it into the boiling water, and I shape it. I also attached it to a metal structure. I do welding with my brother-in-law, who's a professional welder and artist, and he's in Philadelphia. So when I want to do welding, I go up there and we do pieces together. And I work with a gallery in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and she does a lot of invitational shows where she'll ask people to do things with a theme. And so this was a themed show, and I was inspired by our mallow flowers out in the backyard. We have a fabulous garden that my husband does. And so this piece was made out of this plastic stuff, and then I coated it with paper and sewed it on a sewing machine, and then mounted it on a board. And this was for a show in Boston. This piece here is a wild boar, and it has a welded steel armature on the inside, and then a wire structure that I made. This part here is ceramic, and this is carved wood. I do felt too, and so the fabric back here is felted. So you get raw felt wool, and I use it with screening, and I put it into the washing machine, and I set it on a hot setting, And basically it's like what happens when you get a sweater and it accidentally goes into the washer and dryer and it shrinks. Well, that's basically how felt is made. It's the agitation of the machine with soap, and then you rinse it, and then it gets all packed up. So basically that's how felt is made. This is the inside of what goes on. This is the welded steel armature. And then from there, I do my own kind of, make my own kind of chicken wire. And then I wrap wire around the joints. And then I do pieces of muslin. From there, I'm going to put fabric around this. And I do these silkscreen feathers. And then I iron them. And then after that I glue it onto Pellon, and then from there I do a front and a back, and then on this one I then again used like Sobo glue and glued it on and sewed it. The legs are crocheted, the face is ceramic, the eyes are from the taxidermist, this is crocheted linen. And there she is.